Hey guys, what's going on? It's Karl here. A lot of you have been asking for this video. It is the comparison of the brand new iPhone 6 to the last gen iPhone 5S. We'll kick things off with physical differences and then we'll get into some hardware specs as well as some real world app testing. When we look at both of these phones side by side, the first difference of course is screen, which we'll get to, but also in terms of physical dimensions, you can see how incredibly thin the brand new iPhone 6 is. At only 6.9 millimeters thin, the new iPhone 6 is the thinnest iPhone, but as well one of the thinnest devices that I've used to date, comparing this to the 7.6 millimeter thin iPhone 5S. Button layout and lightning port connectors are almost in the same place. We now finally have the on and off / sleep button found on the side on the iPhone 6. In terms of colorways, they're still available in the three same colors, gold, silver / white, as well as space gray / black. The gold though on the iPhone 6 is a bit more gold. I like this one compared to the 5S more champagne-esque look. The cameras on both devices remain the same 8 megapixel iSight camera. However, the iPhone 6 does have a brand new sensor. Some pretty sweet new features. For example, can shoot super slow-mo at 240 frames per second at 720p. Unfortunately, no 4K video yet. As we do the boot up test, we'll talk about the displays a bit. The iPhone 5S had the 4-inch 1136 by 640 screen at 326 ppi, whereas the iPhone 6 has the 4.7-inch Retina HD display at 1334 by 750 and the same 326 ppi. And the boot up test shows that the iPhone 6 beats out the iPhone 5S just by a couple seconds. Now running some benchmarks, we'll hit up Geekbench 3 to see the single core versus multi-core scores. Underneath the hood of the 5S, we have the A7 chip with the M7 coprocessor, 64-bit architecture, 1GB of RAM with a 1560 mAh battery. The iPhone 6 has the brand new A8 chip with the M8 Motion coprocessor, also 64-bit architecture, an 1810 mAh battery with 1GB of RAM as well. And on the iPhone 6 finishing first, we have a single core score of 1638 with a multi-core score of 2942 versus the 1402 single core and 2519 multi-core score on the 5S. Getting to some real-world app testing and loading times. First off, launching Evernote, almost identical. Second off, Angry Birds. And I believe the 5S there had a slightly, maybe half a second faster. Hitting up some social media, Twitter. Exactly, identical. I don't even think there was a difference there. Next up, Instagram. Almost the same. We're having a bit of loading time issues with the 5S. That might be due to Wi-Fi though. Next off, Google Maps for rendering times. And the iPhone 6 was slightly ahead, but the iPhone 5S is on 3D, both pinching to zoom extremely smooth. Next off, Temple Run to finish things off. This is usually the deciding factor here. And we have the iPhone 6 maybe by a second to second and a half, but the loading times aren't too significant. And you can see I've started up the game in the exact same time. As you guys just saw, the benchmarks as well as loading times weren't too different between the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 6. If you guys were looking to upgrade to the 6, I think one of the only reasons would be because of screen real estate size. If you do own an iPhone 5S and you're happy with its performance, I probably wouldn't upgrade myself. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, show some thumbs up love and also hit that subscribe button as I do have way more iPhone 6 coverage coming out. And of course, I'll catch the rest of you in my next episode. Peace.